The Super Mario Bros. Series is one of my favorite video game series of all time, and since I am a YouTuber, it was only a matter of time before I did a video ranking all of the mainline Mario games. I know, very original, but I decided to do this concept a bit different than anyone else. Most of your favorite YouTubers rank the Mario games on irrelevant factors like replayability or enjoyability of the games, while forgetting the most important ones like the Goombas. The 5th Goombas, to be more precise. And that's why I decided to do this ranking, to finally make a good Mario games ranking on the best possible factor, the 5th Goomba. But actually, there are 3 factors when it comes to ranking Goombas. The first one is the necessity of confrontation. So if the Goomba is directly in your way, then he's gonna be higher on the list. And if you have to kinda go out of your way to jump on him, then he's gonna be lower. On to factor 2, variability. So if the 5th Goomba is a Goomba variation, then he's gonna get bonus points instantaneously, because variations are obviously cooler than just normal Goombas for the most part. And our third value is the educational value. So if the Goomba is used to teach you something about the game, then he's gonna be higher up on the list because that makes him more useful. And these are the criteria on which I'm gonna rank all of these Mario games. And no, I'm not gonna go easy on them. For most of them, I believe there's peace and perhaps more waiting for them after the smoke clears. Although for 2 of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting, old friends. That was a very poetic way of saying that 2 of the games in the series don't contain Goombas at all whatsoever, them being Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Bros. 2 USA. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into it. Number 17, Super Mario World. Out of every game in the series, in this game, the Goombas appear the latest. At the end of the second world, that is. And they aren't even real Goombas, they are Galoombas, which I said the variations were better, but Galoombas aren't better. I don't like Galoombas. But to add more insult to injury, the 5th one is under a semi-solid, along with the 2nd one, the 3rd one, the 4th one, and the 6th one. So basically, you can avoid them really easily. Like, confrontation is not even needed. They are useless. They are Galoombas. They're incredibly late into the game, and you don't have to even stomp on them. Number 16, Super Mario Odyssey. I'm really disappointed with this game. First and foremost, our first Goombas in Super Mario Odyssey are those little yellow Goomba thingies in the first kingdom. And the worst part about them is that the first like 6 or 7 Goombas are in a crowd. So if you want to just stomp on one of them as the frog capture, you can do it, but it most likely won't be the 5th one. So they are very weak. You probably won't stomp on the 5th one. They aren't even normal sized Goombas, they are micro Goombas. And yeah, that makes it kinda terrible. Number 15, Super Mario 64. This is the game in which it is actually the hardest to determine which Goomba is actually the 5th one. Because our first level, the Bob-omb Battlefield, is an incredibly open space. That means I had to kinda eyeball which one of them was the 5th one, and it landed on this one. And he does not do his 5th Goomba job very well, because you have to go out of your way to even see him, and that's basically it. He's completely out of your way. He doesn't serve any purpose, and that's it. Number 14. New Super Mario Bros. U. As the final installment to the New Super Mario Bros. Series, I thought this game would do a bit of a better job in its 5th Goomba placement, but no, it didn't do a good job. So he is under a semi-solid, which makes contact with him hard. You have to go a bit out of your way to stomp on him. But even if you have to go out of your way, it's way easier to do it in a 2D game than to do it in a 3D game. Hence, this game is higher on this list than Super Mario 64. Number 13. Super Mario Bros. 2. The Lost Levels. I hate this game. This game is just painful, but since I'm ranking the games on the Goombas, the 5th ones to be exact, I gotta say, this game is... The 5th Goomba is right next to the flagpole and he doesn't do anything, and you could just jump over him, and he is kinda useless to the level. He is also not a good obstacle, and this game is terrible as a whole. Number 12. Super Mario Galaxy. This game would be higher on this list, if not for one small thing. The variation. I know I said the variations make Goombas better, but this variation is also terrible, because it's just the Goomba but weaker. You can just kill him with a spin, whereas the normal Goombas don't die when you use your spin attack on them. And the worst part about this Goomba is that we actually get a normal Goomba on the planet on which the 5th Goomba is, so that makes it just a bit worse. Number 11. Super Mario Galaxy 2. This game took everything Mario Galaxy had and made it better, even the 5th Goomba, because in this game, the 5th Goomba is actually a normal Goomba. That is so cool. And also, he's directly on our way, which makes a confrontation almost inevitable. Number 10. Super Mario Land. As the first handheld Mario game, this game did a pretty good job in placing its 5th Goomba. He's near this fly enemy, and he's not that hard to avoid, but he's directly in your path, and he technically is a variation. The wiki states he's a Goombo, not a Goomba. Number 9. Super Mario Land 2. The 6 Golden Coins. As the sequel to the first handheld Mario title, this game did an alright job in placing its 5th Goomba. He is placed right next to the checkpoint. He is not that hard to avoid, but he is directly in your path. I wonder if I heard something similar, like 4 seconds ago. Oh yes, because it's almost the same as Super Mario Land 1's Goomba in terms of being good. But this one just looks nicer. But now, for number 8, we are truly getting into the good Goombas now. New Super Mario Bros. The 5th Goomba of this game is right after the first star coin, and he is under this set of bricks. That's a cool challenge for the first level, because you can't just jump on the bricks, and you actually have to stomp on the Goomba. It's obligatory, which makes this encounter cooler. Number 7. Super Mario Bros. The original. The one that started it all. And it also started good 5th Goomba placements, because here, the 5th Goomba is on this top row of bricks, and he may fall onto you, which means you won't get the fire flower, or you will just die. And this poses a fun challenge for the first level, because Goombas can actually fall. That's cool. That's a cool mechanic. It teaches you something, you see? Educational value. Number 6. Super Mario Wonder. As the latest 2D addition to the Super Mario Bros. Series, this game does its 5th Goomba job relatively well. So basically, he is near this fountain where you get your elephant power-up, and he allows you to learn that you can kill him with your trunk, Or you can use your trunk to sprinkle him with water to stun him for a couple of seconds, which is good because you are learning something. He can teach you something. Great Goomba. And now for our grand top 5 fifth Goombas in the Great Mario series. Number 5. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The first level of New Super Mario Bros. Wii is one of my favorite first Mario levels to just run around in, get the propeller mushroom, and have fun. And this level also has a good fifth Goomba. So our fifth Goomba is on this orange platform right here. Then he drops down and he teaches you that enemies can move on these spinning wheels. He doesn't pose a great threat, but he teaches you something important about the game. So that's why I think he's a good Goomba. Number 4. Super Mario 3D World. I know this might be a hot take in the 5th Goomba ranking community, but hear me out. This 5th Goomba's job is to show you that enemies can go through the clear pipes. And I know a Goomba could go through a clear pipe in this level before that, but you'd actually have to kind of try to get him to go through a pipe, and the 5th one is intended to go through one, which makes him teach you that enemies can go through clear pipes, which is a very important skill that you'll need in this game. And I'm not actually kidding. This is important. This is really important. Number 3, New Super Mario Bros. 2. Most of you probably didn't think that this game would be so high on this list, because most of you hate this game. And if you thought that, I gotta say, I'm one of the 5 people that actually like this game. And also, why did you think that? This is not a game ranking. I mean, this is a game ranking, but I'm ranking the games based on the Goombas, the only metric that matters. So your logic is wrong. But back to Goombas. The 5th Goomba in this game is at the bottom of a Goomba stack. And that's actually a cool variation, because it teaches you that Goomba stacks exist in this game. It's a Goomba stack, and it's a Goomba stack, and it's a Goomba stack. It's just cool. I like Goomba stacks. Stacking Goombas is really cool in Mario games. Alright. Number 2, Super Mario 3D Land. After the first checkpoint of the first level, you get in this tunnel and you see the 5th Goomba. And it's a Tanuki Goomba. A Tanuki Goomba. A Goomba with a Tanuki power-up. This is one of the best Goomba variations we've got in the entire mainline Mario series. Tanuki Goomba as the 5th one in the game. Tanuki Goomba. Absolute cinema. Number 1, Super Mario Bros. 3. This is the game that added many enemy variations and new enemies, and it actually started adding new Goomba variations. Before this game, there were none. But I don't know why am I talking about Goomba variations, since the 5th one in this game is probably not one. Wait, it's a flying Goomba! The 5th Goomba in this game is a flying Goomba. This is the first variation of a Goomba we see in the series, and is the 5th Goomba of the game. This is groundbreaking. This is like Einstein's theory of relativity, but in Goomba terms. It's such a game changer. Literally. Alright, and that's it for today's video. If you would like to see me rank the games on different metrics, maybe some less useful, like on how good the gameplay is, or something, then let me know down in the comments and subscribe, because please.